outraged become the tatterdemalions when they fondle the thistles of remorse, and to be a plenipotentiary who has never criminalized his own infrequent dalliances. Will there be a midst to be amidstment? Will there be a frontispiece from which to be affronted? Will there be a rear guard from which to be rear-ended? Nobody sees this. Nobody burrows a little corkscrew into their forehead when they're intending to take their goulash to the fiftendium. I will take the fifth hand that reaches for my crepuscular gorbuntment, and in the kind of self-space that everybody says has to be stitched carefully with a mizzenmast and a mitten, Nobody says it is tiny, it is embankment, it is frothy, it is full of effluvium. Everybody wants to be full, wants to be reposted, wants to be the kind of thing that you take a huge chalice and drink from in mid-morning tea. So where do we stand in this marsh of emboliment? Where do we stand? Where do we take our two legs and splurch them into a ground-like mass? If there is a thrombing, if there is a giant emborsement, and all of the people that are so emborsed have every head connected to the plethulum, every one of them will say, if I bloomed, I would be besmirched. And everyone will say, I would have thistles if I had only been an orphan. Or some of them will say, had I been competently reared, then I would be a statesman. But the people who are statesmen were also incompetently reared. All of the people who saw that they had elbows and shins, all of them took various kinds of skin graft from the literati. And if they took a package, a passel, if they took the kind of thing that you put in the launch tube of a submarine, and then you make the torpedo into a helmsman, all of these things, if you draw a little mustache on them and you say, this is the Macy man, all of these things will be, in the end, a throbbing speaker, and that membrane that quivers back and forth in order to change the air pressure that eventually results in the kinds of bar graph that never show anything worthwhile. All of these people, all of these effronteries, all of these ribendums, every one of them can take a cantankerous presentiment and foley it to their heart's content. Thank you for listening. Comments welcome.